Okay, so moving along with our presentation, the next thing that we're going to do is to add a new slide and change its layout. So I'm going to Control M to add a new slide. You also can choose slide, new slide, or you can choose the plus button right here. Heaps of ways in PowerPoint to add a new slide. So now that it's there, over here on the left-hand side, I'm going to right-click and choose Apply Layout. And that's going to allow me to choose from a series of different layouts that could enhance my presentation. For this example, I want to go and choose blank. Now that I have my blank slide, I want to move on to another new skill, which is to insert word art. Now, the benefit of word art is for you to be able to go in and create a manipulated text box with a larger piece of font that can be used as a heading. So the name of this one is going to be appear slash disappear. Make sure I spell it right. Now that that's there, I'm going to use my mouse to just drag this straight up. And you can see that I have some options on how to change this around. I'm going to go in and adjust the font type to make it be more interesting. I'm going to change the fill of this or the font color just to make it stand out more. And then I now have an interesting heading. I also can use 1001 fonts. We use that at the beginning of the semester. That's a great place for you to be able to go in and also add nice headings that are a little bit more sophisticated than what you may see within the original slides features. So now that this is here, I titled this Appear and Disappear for a reason. We're going to use this slide to continue to learn about animation in PowerPoint, or excuse me, slides. So when you're giving a presentation, you really want to have it be as clean and organized as possible. So the next few things that we're going to be working on are going to focus on keeping it clean and organized and very professional. Our focus or our topic are going to be the 4 seasons. So we're going to talk about starting out with spring. So I'm going to choose insert and then image. I'm going to search the web for my image of spring. I'm going to just go with the very first one that's there. And then drag that to the middle of my slide. So now I have a picture of spring. And I want to animate to as I go in and present this slide that the picture will appear. And then when I'm done talking about spring and I want to move on to summer, the animation will allow it to disappear. Here's how that works. I'm going to go over to insert and then animation where we were a few moments ago. I have this selected. So for my object animation, I'm going to go and change the type to appear, right, on click. And then with this picture selected, still the same picture, I'm going to choose add animation. See, you can have the preview that the animation is on the same picture. And I'm going to change that type to disappear. So now I have this picture appear. Talk about spring, blah, 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 and then click again where it will disappear. And now I can go in and add another picture on this exact same slide. So with this still here, now I'm going to move on to insert, image. This time I'm going to search the web for images of, I'm going to put a beach because I know that that's what I think about when I do summer. You also could just do regular summer. It doesn't matter. I'm going to grab this beach picture, insert that. And one of the most important things I'm going to do right now is I'm going to use my sizing handles to perfectly stack this picture on top of my picture for spring. And you can see that you have some guides to help you out. And you can just sort of say, oh, too far. Let me just see where I need to stop to and stop right there. So I'm going to go in and stack my picture of summer directly on top of my picture of spring. With that picture still selected, I will choose Insert, Animation, and then just repeat that process. So here we go. I have my picture of summer. You can see the little icon here where I can see that it's the correct. And I'm going to change that one. Oops, let me fix that. I'm going to change that one to be appear, add animation, disappear, appear, disappear. Okay. And so I'm going to repeat that process now to be for all 4 seasons. So I have spring, I have summer. I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing for fall, autumn. Reduce the size to stack it on top of the picture that's already there, or pictures that are already there. Oops. And then add my animation. Add animation for the disappear. And then last but not least, I'm going to go in and add my winter picture. Hopefully by now you have either paused me or you're listening to me as you do your own. Because you, again, remember the whole fall classes is that you're going to do everything that I do on this presentation so that then you have that to turn in. Reduce the size, stack it up, match it up, and then finally animate. Add animation, disappear, and then now let's check this out. Talk about spring, talk about summer, talk about fall, talk about winter. And hopefully you can see that the benefit to this is that you don't have a lot of scattered pictures all around that are kind of coming and going. You have it all together in one space. It's just much more of a professional presentation.